Everything is always perfectly unfolding for you, not to you, not against you. And sometimes things look like the complete opposite of what you want, but those very things are part of the unfolding, bringing your desires to you in the fastest way possible. I have several clients that I'm working with right now that are having their entire world being shaken up, and their reactions to it determine everything. So I want to share with you a couple of those examples of what I'm talking about, because how things are unfolding, when things unfold, is all going to be determined on your reaction to what is happening in your current circumstances. So stick with me. I'm actually filming this video really quick before I head off to the airport again. I'm headed to a wedding for one of my clients who she has an SP story as well, and I'm going to her wedding this week. So that is what I'm going to be doing. And if you're interested in seeing any of the Instagram stories or posts about that, you can follow me on Instagram. I'll probably post stuff up over there. So the information's below if you're interested in that. Also, welcome. My name is Rose, and welcome to The Rosey Life, where we help you free your mind and follow your heart so you live a life that you truly love. If you're interested in working one-on-one with me, you can go to RoseyLife.com, or you can join the Rosey Life course and community, where we meet every week and dive deeper into these topics, and I answer all your questions live. And then we dive into a topic every week, and there's a private forum, and it's amazing. The people in there are just wonderful. All right. So also you can look at my new course, where it just dives deeper into imagination and really understanding what that means when you're saying it, instead of it just being a concept that you're just like still not getting, and you just keep using techniques. All right. So let's get to it. So reactions are everything, because they are telling you where you are. So let's say that you've been affirming for money, okay? Because a couple of the clients that I'm referring to in this video that I have in mind are about money, and they're all about different things. Some are SP, some are money, some are careers, some lifestyles, all kinds of things. Okay, but let's say that you're manifesting money and you want financial freedom, because this is a common one that I'm hearing right now. You want financial freedom, meaning you don't want to work, and you just want to be supplied for, right? You just want money to come in, and you tapped into that feeling, you chose it, and that's what you want. Well, what I notice is some of my clients that say they want that, okay, they want that. When it actually starts happening, unfolding for them, it happens in different ways depending on your personal circumstances, your life, what you're doing, where you're working, what you do, if you work, if you don't work, where you live. Just so many, everything depends on everyone as individual and how it's going to fold for them. Okay, so it starts unfolding for them, and then they start freaking out, and then they start reacting because they don't like what's happening in their world. But when they have come to me and talked to me about what's happening, I clearly see what's happening, that everything they want is unfolding for them in the fastest way possible, because I truly believe that God, universe, likes speed, because there's no time. There is no time. Everything's instant. So it is going to look for it, meaning the power, your higher self. It's going to look for the fastest way possible to unfold things for you. And your job, if you truly are wanting this, let's say financial freedom or whatever it is that you want, okay? And these things start happening, you're going to see them and interpret them and give them meaning that this is part of it. Instead, what I've seen with a couple of clients and even people in the comments and on my channel, they're freaking out because of things that are happening in their life, instead of understanding that their reactions are everything. Why? So your reaction to the how it's unfolding, your reaction to when it's unfolding is creating. You get that? That your reaction to how it's unfolding, when it's creating, is creating. So it's not just you affirming for what you want, but your reaction to how things are unfolding, you are creating that too. It's not just let me focus on this thing and everything else that I do around it doesn't count. No, everything you do counts. Everything you think counts. Your word is power. Your thoughts are power. Your assumptions are power. Your imagination is power. Your affirmations is power. Your texting is power. Your emails are power. Your conversations are power. So it's not just I'm going to imagine and then everything else that I think and do around it is not going to count towards it. No, all of it counts. So that includes your reactions to the how it's unfolding, even when things don't look right, right? How many times have we all heard the story of someone wanting a better job or wanting a raise, and then they get fired? I mean, this story has been going on for decades. I've heard it from Neville, right? It's been going on forever, and I still hear it all the time. You get fired from your job, and then you get another job. Or in this case of financial freedom, it's like that might be the way that you are going to be free because you're saying you don't want to work, and then all of a sudden you're getting some pushback at work, and they're thinking about letting you go, and you're wondering why. When you're the one asking for it, it's all being set up and unfolded for you, but then you get all pissed off or you get worried or you get anxious because it's not unfolding the way that you want it to, when you don't even know what that is. So most people think, okay, I'm going to be safe in my little cocoon of the way things are. I'm going to go from here to all of a sudden waking up and I don't have a job and I have millions of dollars in my bank, right? Well, it has to unfold somehow. Do you see, you going from where you are to working a job to being financially free, whatever that means to you, okay, it has to unfold somehow, and it's going to unfold in a natural manner in your life. Okay, it's not going to be a Pegasus or a unicorn that shows up at the door with his hoof knocking on the door saying, here's all the money that you're ever going to need. Okay, if you can really believe that without any resistance towards it, then yeah, that's possible too. However, it's going to unfold naturally, and that is why most people say, oh, it would have happened anyway. I already knew that was coming, or that person had already talked to me 6 months ago, or do you see, it's going to feel natural to you. It's going to unfold. So your reactions to how and when it happened is creating. You are creating. So you want to start looking at, instead of reacting to it, you're like, oh, this is horrible. This is the opposite's happening, or nothing's happening. It's crickets. All of that you're still creating by responding to it. Okay. Instead of reacting to it, like freaking out, you want to respond. Response just is a step back and you thinking about how you want to assume this, how you want to give meaning to this, right? You're going to select a response. Reaction is more like, oh my God, right? You're an emotional charge behind it. So responding, remembering that who you are, you come from that remembering, you're like, okay, I'm seeing something I don't like. I'm going to select a response. But first I'm going to remember who the hell I am, that I'm in charge here, that I get what I want, that my words and my thoughts are powerful, and that I get to decide what happens and what these things mean. Then you select a response to it. You give it meaning. You can notice what's happened. You can notice it. You can observe it. Right? Just like you walking around the neighborhood looking at houses, and you can notice, like, that's a cool house, not crazy about that one, right? And then you keep walking, and well, they need to fix something on that house, or that one's pretty, right? You just observing things. And remember, you decide what it all means. You decide what everything means. You decide what it means if you are being asked to leave a job. You decide what it means. You decide what crickets mean. You decide what silence means. You decide how long it's been, what that means. You decide. Start deciding what everything means. And I was talking to another client and she kept talking about leveraging. And I said, yes, leverage everything in your 3D. Use everything that is in your presence, leverage it, meaning use it and make it mean whatever you want. This is part of the perfect unfolding, right? The wise board is part of the perfect unfolding of my desires. that's what this means, right? Me doing this video is a perfect unfolding of my desires are fulfilled, right? This is all leading me to my desires. Everything. It doesn't matter how outrageous or how weird that sounds, like, oh, like this pen is evidence that I have my wishes are fulfilled. Do you see? It doesn't matter how outrageous or strange those things sound to, whoever, whatever. It doesn't matter, because you are deciding what everything means. Everything. So, and it's kind of fun to start making it. It's like, oh, an orange means that my desires are fulfilled. Do you see? It doesn't matter what it is. Leverage everything in your 3D, anything that's happening, saying this is part of the fulfillment. Why? Because I said so. That's flat out. My word is power. My thoughts are power. I am the only power. So decide what everything means instead of allowing these things to dictate how you feel and dictate and get a reaction out of you. Instead, take a step back, remember who you are, and then decide what you're going to make these things mean. And you will see things unfold rapidly, differently in your favor, because you said so. All right, my loves, thank you so much for subscribing to The Rosey Life, and thank you for liking the video, and thank you so much for being here. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you soon. And I will be traveling, and I will see if I'll make a video and from where I'm going. All right, I'll see you soon. I love you, because you're all freaking amazing. Bye.